YouTube. We back. You know what I'm saying? Been busy working, getting to it. You know what I mean? Taking care of business, how it should be. Um, I wanted to talk about well, I had seen something. It just gave me this idea because it had me thinking, and I had seen I don't know where I had seen it. I seen it somewhere, but it was like a quote. You know what I mean? Overthinking kills happiness. When I seen that, I was like, hmm. It had me, you know what I mean, had the wheels going. Cause I'm like, especially back in the day, firm believer. Cause I used to hear all the time, oh man, you be thinking too much, or you overthink and this and that, and it's like I would always go against it. Like it's impossible. It's impossible. Cause you gotta think before you speak. You know what I mean? Think before you make that next move. You know what I mean? Think before you make your next decision, the next action. So I will always go against that. Like, that's impossible. There's no way I think too much or overthink anything. But when I had seen this, I've never heard it like this, nor seen it like this. You know what I mean? Overthinking kills happiness. And I just had to sit back and just let it soak in. And I was like, well, can it kill happiness? Because there's been times I overthink some shit, right? And it really don't even needs that much of my energy. You know what I mean? Whatever that is that I'm overthinking about, it don't even need all that energy at all. You know what I mean? Because now it's like you can be overthinking on something or thinking too much, and it almost like starts to become like a negative. If that makes sense, you ain't never been thinking on something. You know what I mean? And you just thinking about it, but then you just keep thinking about it, and now you're thinking about other things and other ways and other shit, and that could become a negative. Have you start thinking negative? You know what I mean? And it starts killing your vibe, killing your mood, all that. At least I done been through it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just sitting back thinking, like, I guess in some ways, in some aspects, overthinking can kill happiness. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. Like, if you sitting there just overthinking like some positive shit, that's cool. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you just keep thinking about this positive, and eventually that shit ends up becoming reality. I done been on that side of the fence too. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. So I do think, if you was to ask me, like, do you think overthinking can kill happiness? In some aspects, I think it can. If you let it, if you let it, you know what I mean. That's when it comes into mind power and mind control and shit like that. I was sitting with my uncle, and he was cutting me up, giving me a little haircut and shit, and we was talking about the same thing, and he felt like how I felt, you know what I mean? Like at least how I used to feel, like firmly, you know what I mean? Like there's no way you can overthink. There's no way you can think too much. Like you was given that power to be able to do so. You know what I mean? So why not use your head as much as you can? There's no way you can overdo that. Facts. 100%. I had to sit back on that too. Like that's facts. That's facts. Like I cannot argue that, but at the same time, like I said, you can be overthinking some shit and it starts to become like a real negative. A real negative. You know what I'm saying? I done been on that side too, so yeah, that would be that's how I feel about it, you know what I mean? In some aspects, overthinking can kill happiness, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Let me know how y'all feeling in the comments. You know what I mean? Let me know. You talk, I talk back. You know what I mean? Can overthinking kill happiness? I mean, just think about it. Like, but see, I done been on both sides too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy. So I don't know. I feel I just never seen it like that or ever heard it like that. You know what I mean? That it can kill happiness. You know what I mean? And when I first heard it like that, I was like, well, damn. I had to look back at certain situations I've done been in, and then once shit is done and over with, I'm thinking about it, or even situations before I get into it, and I'm thinking about some shit. You know what I mean? And I fuck around, start overthinking. Now I'm thinking negative shit. Like I'm thinking about doing negative shit in negative ways and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I have been on both sides, and you already know a negative is that's gonna kill all happiness. Let's just be real. Any negative is gonna kill the vibe. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's just what it come down to. This shit crazy because I'm just like, damn, like, 'cause I used to be all the way on the other side. Like, there's no way I can overthink some shit or think too much. There's no way. There's no way. But see, you got to look at both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel like in some aspects, I guess it can kill your happiness if you let it. You know what I mean? Let me know how y'all feeling. Though you already know what it is. I'm back with it. It's been a minute. Um, but I do want to say, just stay focused. You know what I mean? That's number one. You know what I mean? Stay focused. Work hard. Stay on your grind. Stack that paper and take care of your family. You know what I mean? That's what we about. We gonna be back with another one though. So yeah, we gonna get to it. I'ma holler.